Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. This is Moletrap here, and this is not Game 6 of Idra versus Tyler. Uh, that series is over, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to need to put up some anti-spoiler videos anyway for a best of 7. Otherwise, it'll be pretty obvious. So I thought I would show you a fun game that I played. This is actually a game of mine, so you're going to see just how bad I am. I'm actually not terrible. I'm bad, but I'm not terrible at least. By the way, I mentioned this in a game before. I finally got into Diamond, and it's been fun playing some Diamond matches. But man, getting promoted to Diamond has been tough so far. I don't know if I haven't played the ton of games yet, but it has been a little bit hard because basically I've won a lot of my games in Platinum by being smarter than my opponent. And just playing more intelligently and doing proper counters and that kind of thing. And in in Diamond, now I'm playing smart, but I need to play smarter. I'm getting out macroed, and the macro is defeating my smarts basically. And I had this one game actually this isn't the game, but I had this one game where I was really disappointed because afterwards I realized that, and I was thinking about it, and I was like, oh man. If I'd played a little bit smarter, I would have won that game. All I would have had to do was, be a little sneakier instead of trying to engage in the front, Nidus around the back and what have you. Anyway, I play random, by the way, so I knew this was a ZVZ and he didn't. So I kind of went for a little bit quicker pool gas, knowing that. It looks like he has gone actually for a very quick expansion. I'm not gonna do too much play-by-play on this. I might, because that'd be kind of silly. To say, oh, and Moletrap's doing this and Moletrap's doing that. Excuse me. But like I said, this is just a fun game, and so I thought I'd show it to you guys just as an anti-spoiler video anyway. In fact, why don't I increase the speed a little bit so we can just see a little bit of what's going on. But basically, oh, I tried a little cheese over here. Yeah, just because I saw his pool was so late, and oh man, my drone got it there. Oh, dead. I saw his pool was really late. If he hadn't spotted that, I could have done some decent damage. Since I had my scouting drone there anyways, it wasn't going to do much good in general. And I actually got him to pull off a lot of drones there for a minute to kill that off. So, not too bad. Zergling's coming in as well. I was going to try and rally. If you can get a spine crawler, sometimes if your pool's way earlier, if you can get your scouting drone to get a spine crawler down and it's just out of range of vision, let's see. Ooh, stop moving. Hey, stop it. If it's just out of range of vision, I think usually like this very edge of the creep is just out of the range of vision there. And you can protect it with some Zerglings. You can do a lot of damage, and sometimes against bad players you can even kill them early on with that. Anyway, what was I saying? I don't remember what I was saying. I don't know. Oh, I was speeding up the game because it's more interesting later on. That's what I was doing. Maybe try and keep this video under 15 minutes. So, anyway, I realized I wasn't getting into his expansion, so I expanded myself. I'm like, okay, well, I have a little bit of an advantage because I've got these roaches out. If I can hold my ramp, I can get my expansion up. And then I basically knew I needed to drone up. He's getting another hatchery in this space. Wow. I didn't even know that. I haven't actually watched this replay. But yeah, this is where I was a little bit worried about all these Zerglings, and so I just got a ton of roaches, and it looks like he was just kind of turtling. Wow, he's actually turtling instead of attacking, really. Just turtling and getting a ton of econ, getting a third hatchery going, and everything, and 2 queens down here next to his spine crawlers. Jesus Christ, tons of spine crawlers. That's amazing. Anyway, he's not making that many drones either. Just hatcheries. He's got no drones at his expansion. It's very strange. Anyway, so this is where I came over here and I saw that, oh, he's got spine crawlers, and I didn't know what else he had up there. I just decided to turn back. But at this point, he's done so much turtling that I actually caught up to him economically, I believe. Nope, never mind. I still got only 20 harvesters. He's got more harvesters than I do in his main. But anyway, Yeah. So anyway, I knew that I didn't know what he was going for. I've got this Overlord sneaking around the back eventually, but I didn't know what he was going for. Hydras are usually a safe bet. I'm not an expert, by the way. I am in no way an expert, but I do know a little bit about the game. So I guess for complete nubs, if you're a diamond, you don't need to hear anything I'm saying. Probably don't even need to watch this, but um, for those of you that are nubs, basically in ZVZ, you know, you've got your lair tech strategies. You can, well, early on you can go like banelings versus roaches, or you want to, if they've got zerglings and you get banelings, that's good. If they've got banelings, you want to get roaches. And if they've got zerglings, you want to get roaches or banelings. So that's why roaches I thought were safe early on. I decided to just go straight for roach tech because then that'd be a little bit safer against whatever he was going up against me. At 5 spine crawlers, Jesus. Tons of queens as well. Maybe he's planning on transfusing those spine crawlers. No, he's just getting crap loads of queens. Very interesting. Hydra's stood up as well. Anyway, so that's kind of why I went to Hydras as well, because then once you get your lair tech, you know, you can try for some cutesy you know, tunneling claws to burrow roaches down or something like that. But in general, man, he is still way ahead in harvesters. In general, you have your hydras as your lair tech or your mutas as your lair tech, and if you can get the lair tech faster than them with early harassment, sometimes the mutas are better because then you can get in there when they've only got 1 or 2 queens. And if you can get in there when they only have 1 queen and you get 8 mutas in their base, then it's GG. So oftentimes if I go for a rush build, I'll try and transfer into mutas really quick. But at this point I was just macroing up because I was really afraid because I knew he had a bunch of stuff before, and I knew I hadn't seen his base in a while. I had no idea what he had, so I was getting a little bit worried. And apparently I wasn't that worried. Actually, I'm trying to catch up in drones. That's what I'm doing. I'm almost caught up in drones. I'm just trying to hold my ramp, I guess. Anyway, anyway, that's why I went with the hydras basically. Oh, and this is part of it. This is awesome. So I had these towers, and right now, in fact, let's just see what I'm looking at. Yeah, I'm seeing this in the middle of the map. I saw this on the mini-map, and I checked. I was like, holy crap, that is a lot of stuff. And so I just start making crap. I thought, maybe not. Maybe what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. I have a bunch of money in the bank. Why am I not making anything? Anyway, there I start to make some roaches because I saw all these hydralisks that he had. Where'd they go? I saw these hydras and overlords and stuff, and I didn't know why he had those hydras. I thought maybe he was going to try and drop me or something like that. And we're going to find out soon why he brought the hydras, because watch what he does. He's nuts. Anyway, he starts making lots of zerglings and hydralisks, and so when I saw those hydras and I knew it wasn't spire tech, I start making tons of roaches because the roaches are going to be better against the hydralisks, and all these roaches are just more than enough for these hydras and zerglings. I was still a little bit worried because he had a little bit more hydras. I didn't know if I could push out. And I saw, again, I have both towers still, so I know he has more forces coming. And look at this. He brings his freaking queens. He brings his queens. He basically goes for this crazy all-in attack. That was nuts, and I had no idea what was going on. But there's a lot of harassment back and forth here. I don't know why I brought all these forces up on top there. Anyway, but he's basically just like, alright, I've got enough crap. I'm just going to go all in now and just try and stomp on my enemy, and he's bringing all of his queens. Oh man, and with the 3 hatcheries he can get away with it, I guess. He's got plenty of larvae saved up. Anyway, so I'm like crap, just building roaches, and then I realized we got to bring some hydras in as well, because only so many roaches can get in the front. You want the hydras firing from behind as well. And anyway, so yeah, that's basically what all there was to it. And here he brings his drones. Look at this. This guy's insane. It was absolutely insane. He brings his drones as well and starts. Look at this. He's like, all right, I've got this contained. I'm just gonna start planting crap down over here. And I was a little bit worried, so I was making some more spine crawlers. And come on, what are you gonna do? Okay, now yeah, look at this. He starts. Okay, he puts a Nidus canal there. Oh, that was really strange. Maybe it's so he can reinforce, but that's the wrong end to reinforce out of. I did not know that his Nidus canal was there. That's strange. So he puts a Nidus canal there, a Nidus network, and I was actually doing the same thing because I knew I was contained and I knew I had to get back at him. I mean, when you're contained, that's what you gotta do. You gotta find some way to get back, basically. And I saw these these crawlers morphing outside my base, and so I tried to get these in place so I could make sure they didn't get in too close. I don't know what that roach was doing. It's really interesting that the roaches have a melee attack animation. They do the same as their normal ground attack, but it's really strange. Anyway, so he gets a Nidus network, and I get a Nidus network, and this is hilarious. Wait till see what happens. It's just awesome. Anyway, I'm feeling really pressured here. I've got my Hydras and my Roaches, and I'm just like feeling really I probably could have taken him if I just charged down the ramp before these Spine Crawlers were in play, actually, because I have so many Roaches, and all he has is Lings and Hydras. I didn't even realize that, and Roaches are really good against Lings and Hydras. Again, he's rallying all kinds of crap here. I don't know why I'm telling you guys about all this stuff. Like I said, this is the first time I'm watching. So look, he loads up everything, and I had just... I gotta jump back. He thought he was being so clever. This thing is almost done. He starts loading everything in there, and I brought my army back and killed it right beforehand. And at the same time, I'm like, oh yeah? How about a little bit of your own medicine, buddy? And I build a nice canal on the back of his base. Only a handful of units, just enough to start killing his drones and crap. And this is where he panics, I think. I think he's playing on attacking. What is he doing? Okay, now he's just gonna put them all back out again. All of his units. Yeah, he's just gonna unload everything. He has so many units. Oh man, I should have killed his Nidus network. That would have been awesome. Actually, I don't even know if units die when they're in the Nidus network and if the network dies. And here he just says, oh crap, I'm screwed. And he just charges in, and I've just got a wall of roaches in the front. And he's showing him with queens as well, Hydras as well. And at this point, I'm like, crap. I'm just like pumping out as many units as I possibly can. And my Spine Crawlers are just doing beautiful damage on the top. His Spine Crawlers never get anywhere near me. And I thought he was going to drop on me right there. I was like, crap, again. And it just basically came down to a war of attrition. And at this point, I was owning his main. So he might have been able to hold out against me a little bit longer. But I had owned his main. And here he comes in with his Spine Crawlers. Tries to plant them in my base. And if I didn't have so much... If he'd gotten me down a little bit farther, it would have worked. But anyway, at this point I've got a drone. I'm going to build a Spine Crawler in his base too. Anyway, I just thought this would be a fun game for you guys to see. I thought it was hilarious that he tried to Nidus me, and I spotted it, and I Nidused him right back, and he didn't spot mine, and that was basically the game. Although I think I still could have won, even if neither of us had done anything like that. But anyway, like I said, pretty much just trying to... I found a Zerg game that was in my replay files, so that I would have a Zerg thumbnail for the video, so it would look like it was Idra. Alright, take care. Bye-bye.